Jeff Martin. Jeff Martin says, I'm getting my first kilt soon. From you guys, in fact.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And I'm wondering what it takes to be a good kilt ambassador. I've heard you guys talk about this many times, but nothing in detail on what I should know or do to be a kilt ambassador. And just for anybody, any first-time viewers out there, Kilt Ambassador is a segment we do where we call out somebody and do a short video on them, highlighting some aspect of their life as a kilted gentleman.
Yeah, or woman.
Or woman.
The when we're referring to good kilt ambassadors, the underlining subtext is just be a good human. Start there. Don't be an ass. So whenever you go out in public, whether it's wherever you go, you're representing something. Whether it's, if you're wearing your company shirt, you're representing your company. If you're, wearing a military shirt, you're representing, the military. Whether you know it or not, you kind of are. It's like you're projecting outward. This is who I am. These are the tribes that I am part of. These are the groups that I am part of. So if you're wearing a kilt, one of the things that we want to really underscore for everyone wearing the kilt is be a good kilt ambassador. When you are out in public, be a good human, be nice to people. And really the best, most, easiest example I could give is when you're in a kilt, you are going to get people coming up to you, talking to you because you are wearing something different that they are not used to. And it is a great conversation starter, whether you want it to be or not. So when you're wearing a kilt, you have to realize or at least the way I think of it is, I am now an ambassador of this. If I am the only person this person ever meets in a kilt, if I'm a complete jerk, it's going to speak negatively of other guys or other humans wearing kilts. Mm-hmm. So just when someone comes up and wants to talk to you, take time out of your schedule, take time out of your day, and just be nice to them, interact with them. They're curious. They want to know why you're doing it. Why are you wearing a kilt? Where are you going? Or they want to tell you about their trip to Ireland in 1972 and how they saw a kilt over there, and this is so awesome. So that's really what it boils down to, is just making sure you're being respectful of other people in the circumstance that you find yourself in, because you're going to find yourself in circumstances that you would not otherwise find yourself in pants. I mean, people don't normally approach me when I'm wearing pants, but they will if I'm wearing a kilt.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't look approachable.
Well, there's that. You do have that kind of, angry face. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, the corollary I would offer, that's basically it, but the corollary,
Not coronary.
I would offer is that there's all kinds of different walks of life and different personalities and who get into wearing the kilt for different reasons. But I do think we have some certain common threads, like, no pun intended. Usually you're a bit more of an individualist.
Yep.
A bit adventurous. Interested in trying to, get more out of life. Just treat life as an adventure. So we do tend to highlight people who are out there doing cool, awesome things that they could just as easily be doing if they weren't a kilt wearer. But the kilt wearing is kind of like an added emblem to the world that, I'm not here to take life for granted. I'm going to do something cool. I'm going to enjoy this while I'm here. Just that adventurous spirit or just that good, big-hearted spirit, because there's a lot of people that we highlight are people who do charity work, or community work, like there was the Continue Tartan recently. So it's stuff where it's basically like the kilt is one part of this awesomeness that is just represents, I'm not content being an average Joe. I want to really enjoy life and make the most out of it. So the whole point is to encourage you to be interested in kilts, but also just to be interested in and encourage you to be yourself and don't just sit on the fucking couch, go out and live your life. So that's my take on it.
Yeah. And I would also add this to the mix as well. Outside of being an ambassador, you're helping other people who either A, have questions, or B, are interested in it but don't know where to start. Yeah. So people are going, that's the reason why we give business cards out, because here, we want our customers to hand business cards to people because you're going to get asked, where did you get your kilt? Where do I go? Where do I learn about things? So helping people start. It's putting good karma out in the world, if you want to use that kind of thing. It's people need that, that little bit of encouragement, that little bit of curb, that little curb to get over in their brain to start. Sometimes people just want to ask you questions about why you're doing it. They're generally just curious.
Yeah.
Other times people are going to come up to you and be like, that's awesome. I've always wanted to wear a kilt. I didn't have the guts. How did you get into it? How did you start? Where do I go? I have all these questions. And helping those people do it will help build the community of other people wearing a kilt. So maybe you won't be the only one in, Podunk, Illinois, wearing a kilt if you are more open about talking to people about wearing your kilt.
I have family in Podunk, Illinois, so I just
Sorry
want
to
you know
Podunk, Illinois.
I'm insulted now.
I was going to go Podunk,
I think it's funny you mentioned the
Oklahoma,
business cards after all that. It's like, by the way, here, buy it from these guys.
No, because it's not from an aspect of promoting our. I don't care whether you give our business cards or somebody else's. It's they need to know where to start. It's a punch card, yes.
Punch card from Rita's Ices.
The people don't know where to start. Like when I first started, wearing kilts, I wanted to do it and I didn't know where to start, so I started just poking around online. Thank God, now there's a lot more resources and a lot more stupid guys on YouTube talking about, this stuff. But, when I first started, I didn't know how to get into it. I didn't know where to start. It was a daunting thing. There's so many things that you had questions, you don't know where to go for answers.
Right.
So that's what you should try to do. That's what we try to do, is be that for other people. Help them on their journey. Help them start it. And it will, it'll come back to you in some way or another.
Yep. Man, the kilt is a man and a half.
Indeed. Sometimes there's two of us. We all have what it takes to be a kilt ambassador within us. You have it within you. We have it within us. The world is full of plenty of negativity and cynicism. So be the light that others need. Be the light that you want in the world. And go out there and just be a good human.